So today we're going to the airport to head to Mayo. My OOTD outfit of the day is this cute light pink long shirt with snowflakes and then my black yoga pants from Victoria's Secrets. All right, bye. We're about to board, only an hour left.
You guys heading home?
No, we live here.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to the Mayo Clinic. My gluten-free fries have arrived. Our food has arrived. Now we're gonna eat. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Teresa Love here. So I am at the Mayo Clinic in Arizona and today is day 1. We just arrived yesterday at like 5 o'clock and we just hung out in the hotel and rested. I'm with my mom. We're going to the Mayo Clinic in about an hour. First we're gonna go to breakfast and I'm pretty okay with going to the appointments today. I was really nervous last night and pretty much freaking out, but I started praying and I just started asking God for strength and courage and I just felt really calm and just really joyful in it all. So yeah, we're gonna see the general doctor today and then he's gonna decide who we see. So hopefully I can have enough strength and energy and I'm able to articulate what I need to say so that he'll understand how I'm feeling and it's not just like all jumbled up like my brain fog is. Okay, so I will see you after the appointment. So we just got back from the general doctor at Mayo and she was super sweet and she was really understanding and just tried to understand everything and all my symptoms and what was going on, and she gave us the game plan for the week. Just really helped. The plan is I'm gonna have an ultrasound tomorrow of my neck because I have a little bit of a swollen neck. Thursday I'm gonna have a bunch of ENT tests and we'll see how that goes. Thursday I'm also going to have an audiology vestibular test. I do not know what any of these tests are, so when I get them done I'll tell you all about them. It was a very exhausting appointment. I was sitting for about an hour and a half just waiting before we got called after we checked in, and then when I was sitting there was a bench in the room, so that was good, but it was also just very tiring and I started to get vertigo like pretty much right during the appointment, and so it became very tough and I was very disoriented, but I was happy that I was able to articulate everything and just that she was able to know where I was coming from and that she really wanted to help. And it was just, when I walked into Mayo today, just a beautiful and inviting atmosphere. Everyone was so helpful and sweet. we looked like we were lost birds, and they were like, oh, go this way and go that way. So that was very awesome. Now we're just going to hang out in the room and relax. So I have a bunch more appointments tomorrow and the next few days and tests going along with them. I will keep you updated. We just got back from Target because we needed swimsuits, and we got this cute pineapple cover up, and then I also got this Everything book, which I've totally been wanting to read, and it seems so fun. And then I also got this Wonder book. Back from the hot tub, it was beautiful, so warm, and just so nice. Alright, good night. Hi, today is day 2 at the Mayo Clinic, and I woke up later today. It was like 12:30, and I actually woke up feeling super sick. I'm super nauseous and lightheaded and dizzy, but I mean, that's what I'm here for, so hopefully I'll feel a little bit better today and not be so wiped out. Just feel like all my energy is gone and I'm totally exhausted. I only have one appointment today, and that's at 3 o'clock, and it's the ultrasound of my neck because I have some swelling in my neck, and they wanted to do an ultrasound to see what that was. And then when I come home, I'm probably just going to relax until I start feeling a little better, and then maybe go in the hot tub again later. For breakfast, I just had rice cakes and Sprite because I was feeling so sick. And I just stayed in bed and was watching Special Victims Unit, Law and Order. And yeah, alright, see you later. Just got back from the appointment. It was a really short test. All I did was the neck ultrasound, and the girl was super sweet. I actually had a wheelchair because I was so exhausted and feeling so sick, and the Mayo Clinic is pretty big. So she pushed me in the wheelchair, and then she helped me get to the room where they were going to do the ultrasound, and then she had me just lay down and put like a napkin over my clothes so I didn't get the gel on my clothes. And it was super cool because I was expecting it to be really cold, like you hear, you know, when a pregnant belly and they say the whole, oh, it's cold, you know, get ready, it's going to be cold. But instead it was warm, so that was really nice and surprising. And then she did the ultrasound, and she was just super genuine and talked to me. And then afterwards, I just got back in the wheelchair, and we got back in the shuttle and headed back to the hotel. I'm still not feeling good. I'm still nauseous and lightheaded and pretty dizzy. So I'm going to just relax and chill and just try to have a relaxing day. Going in the hot tub and the pool in my cute pineapple cover up again. Good morning, guys. Today is day 3 of the Mayo Clinic. So I woke up today at 7:10, and we have to leave at 7:20. Catch the shuttle for the Mayo Clinic, and then I have 4 tests, the vestibular tests, and they sound really scary and intense. I was reading about them last night, and it was making me, I wanted to know, so I was like prepared, but it was making me upset. So I ended up crying for like an hour, and it was really emotional. But then I actually texted a bunch of my friends and asked my prayer warriors to pray for me, and that really helped. And now I'm just trying to take it as it is, and I'm hoping I can do it without crying, because it just sounds like it's going to make me sicker and sicker during the test, because they're trying to figure out, you know, what makes me dizzy and stuff, and that's what vestibular testing is. So we're gonna leave in a few minutes, and I have no makeup on because they said that don't wear any makeup or any lotion because they have to put like sensors on your face and monitors. So we're gonna leave soon, and I'm hoping everything goes good. That's all. This is the chair.
Autonomic stuff. Okay, next one is a little faster. The nice thing is, it's over quicker.
Yeah. Frozen yogurt. Just got back from the vestibular testing, and I was right. Teresa's always right. It was pure torture. The lady was super sweet, and she was just trying to be as helpful and as caring as possible, and she just helped me and talked to me and tried to distract me. I'll just run through the tests a little bit. The first test was in a rotating chair, and you sit in this dark box, and you're in this chair where you're sitting totally straight up, and you have to follow a red laser dot back and forth with your eyes. You have these huge goggles on, and the goggles record your eyes so that they're on the screen for the audiologist to watch. And then after that, the red laser dot moves a whole bunch of different ways. It moves left and right, it moves up and down, it moves fast, it moves slow. Then we switch to the rotating one where there's no dot and the chair is just rotating, and you start out like a medium and the chair is spinning, and I got super, super dizzy on that. I was so sick, and then the chair gets faster and then it gets slower and it kind of changes directions, and that's for about, I don't know, maybe 1 minute each way or something. There was one where it was like a disco ball and the disco lights just spun and you stayed stationary, but then the lights spun, and that was interesting, and I got dizzy on every single one of those, mostly on the medium spinning, the chair, and then on the disco ball. After that, there was this red laser line, and it was tilted this way, and so I had these buttons. It was like a video game, and I had to press the buttons, and I had to make it go straight. Press the buttons and make it go straight. So I had to try to tell her when all the lines were straight each time I did it. I did like 10 of those. And then we went to another room, and I was in a chair that tilted all the way back with these goggles on, and these also recorded your eyes, and she blew cold air in my ear with this machine. It was really loud, and about halfway through the blowing I got super, super dizzy, and I just felt like the chair was spinning, and it was insane. It felt like it lasted forever. It was probably only like 2 minutes, but I was so dizzy. And then she did that to the other ear, blew air in the ear, and was testing to see, because I thought I had Meniere's before, but she was testing to see if my imbalance of my ears was there or not. And then afterwards, we decided to do the hearing test then instead of having to go back, because I was already so dizzy, and I was just like, might as well get it over with, having to go back to the Mayo Clinic time. Instead, I can just hang out and relax today. And we did the hearing test, and again, I have perfect hearing, so that's awesome because I knew I had perfect hearing. And yeah, but the tests were very hard and very difficult. I tried to just pray and just try to like get a center and just try to like have a calm presence and try to breathe, but I ended up kind of hyperventilating. And hopefully this is the hardest test and thing that I'll have to do in this whole little Mayo Clinic thing, but the people were super nice and they were super helpful, and the lady tried to make it as painless as possible, even though it still made me feel so sick. So that was really nice. And now we're just gonna we headed back to the hotel, and we're in the hotel, and now we're gonna rest for a little while, and then we're gonna go to lunch. Today is day 4 at the Mayo Clinic, and we woke up at 7 o'clock, and we're leaving 7:15 to take the shuttle to the Mayo Clinic, and then from the Mayo Clinic we're going to take the shuttle to the Phoenix Mayo Clinic actual hospital part, and that is where I'm going to see the ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctor, and then later at like 12:45 I'm going to see the headache doctor. So I will keep you updated.
I would do punch right back out, put the radio back and left. What are you doing, guys?
It's like a party bus.
Had a charter, and so
Yeah, you just have to bring your own booze.
he was going to take Steve back.
Oh, okay.
And then they've got the fancier LED indirect light.
We just got back from all the appointments today, and I thought I would just tell you about how they went. So first I saw the ENT, which is the ear, nose, and throat, and she just looked all in the inner ear and told me that my vestibular testing and my balance testing was all normal and natural. So that is really good news because that means that it's not an actual function. And she was hinting at that it might seem like it's a brain connection instead of an actual inner ear problem. It was more the brain connection to the ears. And then, out of surprise, I was sent to an occupational therapist, and she was super, super nice and had all this information about POTS, which I've never heard of. And I went to Stanford, and they gave me like all these pamphlets here about POTS and how to help your symptoms and how to save your energy, and just all these really informational pamphlets that are just really helpful. And she was super nice and wanted to hear about like the whole body, not just the dizziness. So that was really helpful and really awesome. And then she also taught me a few exercises that I can do at home, and they're just ones where like you hold something and then you just bring it closer to your eyes and you try to focus as long as you can. And one of the really cool things was that she said every exercise, just do it until symptoms tolerated. So if you're starting to do something and you start to get a little dizzy, just stop at that moment. Don't like force it. Don't try to like beat your score. Like don't try to like have a competition with yourself. I'll see her again in January because we're coming back in January 30th. So I'll see her that week again, just a touch base, and maybe she'll give me more exercises. Next, I saw the headache specialist, and she was really nice too. Everyone at Mayo has just been so nice. And she was asking me all these questions about headaches, and at first I thought, I don't get headaches anymore, so I don't know why I would even be talking about this. But she told me that a migraine doesn't have to have the symptom of the headache. It can just have all the other symptoms, whether it's dizziness or something with your vision, like whatever's going on. So she diagnosed me with vestibular migraine, also POTS on top of it. Vestibular migraine is a nervous system problem that can cause chronic dizziness and a bunch of the other symptoms that I have. This can be one of the reasons why I'm so dizzy all the time and lightheaded. And on top of the POTS, so now we have my POTS diagnosis and my vestibular migraine diagnosis. So now on top of that, all those symptoms combined create that. I also am going to see a whole bunch more doctors in January, end of January, to really just see how it works, and maybe there's something else they need to diagnose me with because there's a whole bunch of things going on. But all in the end, Mayo Clinic was amazing. I totally recommend it. Everyone, you walk in the door and just everyone wants to help. There's like 5 people at the Welcome Center just wanting to welcome you and talk to you, and everyone was so helpful. I was in the wheelchair, and every time I need to move from place to place, like 2 employees or volunteers or whatever would show up and like start helping me get out of my chair. And just all the doctors were so nice, and it was nice because I had a bunch of girl doctors, which was really cool, being a woman. Overall, great experience. I really hope other people who can come here and figure out what's wrong with them, and just that coming up that all my tests continue to go well, and that there's not any more scary tests like the spinny one, and just hope that you stay with me on my journey and all this adventure that's been going on. And now we're heading home. We're finally flying home. I get to go home and see my puppy and my dad, and I'm really excited about that. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you could subscribe, that would be amazing, and if you could like, I would also love that. Comment anything you'd like. I would love to talk. Okay, bye!